In the meantime, play some Slay the Spire. So, Slay the Spire is kind of like a cross between Diablo, Hearthstone, Rogue Legacy, and Darkest Dungeon, in a way. It's a roguelike deck building card game with energy, mana, like combat mechanic. There's 3 characters: the Ironclad, Silent, and the Defect. Each one with their own playstyle. Like the Ironclad's kind of like a warrior that focuses on like heavy hitting and blocking. The Silent is like a rogue that deals with combo decks and like poison. And the Defect is like a complicated wizard class, which is really, really fun to play. But I think my favorite is probably the Defect, but originally it was the Ironclad before the Defect came out. So we're going to play Ironclad because it's the simplest class. So when you start, you get to pick a blessing. Max HP is not super useful. Enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP is pretty useful. One thing you can do when you're playing Slay the Spire is you pick what route you take to get to the boss. So frequently when you have a goal, you start at the top and you kind of work your way back to towards the bottom, and you kind of pick the best path. If we're doing the next 3 combats, oh, I should explain one more thing before I say that. So we have regular enemies, events, shops, rest points where you can upgrade your cards or heal, and elite monsters. And elite monsters, if you kill them, you get powerful things called relics, and they're up here. So like you get a starting relic in the Ironclads is he heals 6 HP at the end of every combat. Okay, so we're probably going to go this route so we can take out an elite with only 1 HP. Or we might actually do this so we get to rest first and upgrade a card. But okay. So this is the combat screen. So, you know, my character health, this is my energy. This is like what a card looks like. And you can click the card and you can drag it to a target. Trying to think if there's anything else. You can see what's in your draw pile, and like as you play cards, they go into your discard. If you play all the cards in your deck, you shuffle your discard and draw it all again. Pretty simple. Really fun game. Alright, so after you defeat monsters, usually you get to pick a new card to put in your deck. I don't want any of these cards, so I'm going to skip it. Let's take an event. Okay, so here we have a choice. We can heal, but we're 2 HP from full, so we're probably not going to do that. We can get 5 extra HP, or we can get a relic and get cursed. If we get cursed, that cursed card that you see there goes into our deck. I'm thinking the curse is actually probably the best thing to take to get a relic. So we got Dreamcatcher, so whenever we rest, we have the option to add a card into our deck. But now we have a curse card in our deck. So at the end of each turn, we lose 1 HP for each card in our hand. There are ways to remove curse cards, so hopefully we run into one. Yeah, I don't want really any of these either. Okay, so we can either lose 34 gold or lose 11 HP and gain 75 gold. We'll get the extra gold. Ooh, it's a shop. Okay, so shops are really good because you can buy New cards. At the start of your turn, gain 2 strength, and all enemies gain 1 strength. So you get stronger, but so do your enemies. If you don't play any attacks, you get an extra energy. And if you would deal 4 or less unblocked damage, increase it to 5. So usually relics are the first thing I check out when I go to a shop. They're very, very useful. Brimstone seems good, but kind of suicidal in a way. If there were no artifacts I'd like here, or relics I mean, I would take Whirlwind and I would remove the curse from my deck. Maybe I still do that. Let's take a look. When's the next shop that I would go to? Not for a while. Yeah, let's try it. Let's see what happens. This run might be over pretty quick. So if we go this route, we could upgrade 3 cards. If we go this route, we could fight 2 elites. And that gives us the option of another shop if we're in trouble. Kind of liking this route right now. So when you enter a rest site, you have the option of resting or smithing, and smithing upgrades cards. Like, this was 8 damage and 2 vulnerable, but now it's Bash Plus, and so it's 10 damage and 3 vulnerable. Some cards reduce their cost, other cards, you know, just like properties of the cards can change. And luckily we got an elite still in the when this relic had abilities saying that, you know, elites HPs are 1, or all mobs HPs are 1. Okay. Kind of sucks because we haven't really... I'm going to take Body Slam. So now we start with 3 strength because we start with 1 strength, and every turn we gain 2 strength. So close. Wasn't able to kill him, so now we're going to take a bunch of damage here. We don't really have a lot of gold, so let's fight this elite. Oh, this might be really tough. Actually, should start with skill. Order. Oh, my order was bad. We're going to take 18. 21 because of regret. Regrets. Okay, we can either go to the left and take a shop, go to the right, fight an elite. think we can probably fight another elite. Let's see what events we get, because they're not going to be fights any longer. Lose a bunch of HP to try and find a relic? You know it. Oh, I only get 2 extra potion slots. That may not have been worth it. So rest, fight, that, or high risk, high reward. Let's do it. Good morning, Mr. Mustard Chuck. How are you doing? I'm playing in a magic event, but I lost really quick first round. So while between rounds, I'm playing Slay the Spire. This is gonna hurt a lot. This guy's a pretty heavy hitter, and we're giving him strength because of our relic. I'm doing well. Let's try not to take a ton of damage. It is fun. I really enjoy Slay the Spire. Got him. Alright, so no good cards, but we do get, whenever we take damage, we deal 3 damage back to whatever dealt it to us. Just like a lot of tactical games, general strategy is remove as many things about to deal damage to you as possible. Oh, that's one thing that I haven't explained to that's really cool about this game is don't really have anything that we want to one thing that's really cool about this game that makes it have pretty unique mechanics that I haven't explained yet is you get to see your enemy's intent. So, like, it's telling me here that the enemy is going to block, which allows me to plan accordingly. So I don't have to play any defensive cards because I know he's not attacking. So I'm just going to hit him as hard as I can. Oh, shoot. I wasted 2 energy. I'm so awful at this game. Oh. I was excited to explain something cool and totally wrecked it. So our enemy changed intents because this particular boss goes into defensive mode for a couple of turns, where he gains thorns. But if you deal enough damage to him when he is like in his attack mode, he reverts to defensive mode, so you can keep interrupting his like heavy attacks. We're gonna take a lot of damage, so let's drink our dexterity potion and get a little more block out of this. Make him vulnerable and take our beats. I totally screwed this fight up. I should be in a much better place than I am right now. But maybe we can kill him? Barely. Got him. Alright, so usually bosses let you pick a rare card. So we already have Brimstone, so Demon Form is kind of redundant. I don't want to spend 3 mana to just be doing what I'm already doing. So I'm going to take Limit Break and get a huge burst of strength. Okay. So you also get a boss relic, which is like a rare relic. And these are like more powerful than usual relics. So each one of these gives me 1 more energy every turn, but has a major downside. Either I can give all of my energies strength, enemy strength, every turn, basically. I can pick less rewards, or I can never gain gold again. I also don't have to take any of these, but that's highly not advised. So I'm going to take Busted Crown. I'm fine with picking less cards and just having more energy. And yes, Mustard Chuck, with the power of belief, we can win. Alright. So that curse that we have is kind of killing us, so I'm going to go this way to the shop so that I can remove it. Hello, fat cat. Come here. Say hi. Say hi. Okay. Yeah, she came to say hi. This cat's real intelligent. She figured out how to lock herself in my room yesterday. Ooh, Whirlwind's actually really good. Alright. So every 3 turns we can get an energy. Well, let's start by removing this regret. Do we have a bunch of skills that would be good to upgrade? So we can get one of these, and it's kind of just deciding which one's the priority. None of these cards are like necessary to have at the moment. Usually more energy is better, and we're going to be upgrading cards anyway. So let's take the flower. Any artifact that gives you energy for free in some way is usually worth taking, even if it seems like a minor upside. You can use it to set up a more powerful turn. So is there any cards here that we actually want to have? Flex can be good because we have a limit break. You can use Flex to temporarily boost your strength, double your strength, and you get to keep half. It's kind of powerful. So deal a whole bunch of damage. Strength is OP. We were knocked unconscious. Groggy and with a throbbing head, you awaken to find yourself thrown into a massive stadium. An armored giant with a golden crown bellows it from atop. Now we begin the 4200th combat, and a gate opens. Well, now we gotta fight these guys. So of these two, alright. Have fun! Now we have to fight these two, and whenever you have a blue slaver and a red slaver, you kill the red slaver because he has an ability that can prevent you from attacking for a turn, which is really crippling. Alright. All or nothing, let's go. This is probably an enormous mistake. I'm hoping we can survive a hit from one of them. As long as that's the case. 13 times 5. Oh, flex first. No! No, I can't math! Oh, I'm gonna take so much damage. But he dies on the back, he died to the thorns on my armor. So we got Ginger and Matryoshka. So the next two non-boss chests we open have 2 relics in them. Okay, well we definitely can't fight an elite at 12 health, so we're gonna go this way. I think we have to rest here. I don't want to, but I think we've got to. My life is so low. Don't need Clash. Clash is not that great of a card. I don't want to lose all my gold. You suckers are going down. Oh, but I got a terrible hand. Well, I guess we just play all of our cards here. I don't remember who's supposed to be the priority in this fight. Oh, so we got lowered dexterity. Once again, taking a bunch of damage. So we're at 14 life. Need a way to heal. So we can either transform 2 cards, which transforming cards is not as useful because the result of the transform is random. But I think Mutagens gives you strength on your first turn, if I remember what that artifact relic does. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah. Ooh, Blood Vial. Red Skull. We're starting with a ton of strength. Alright, we're gonna rest this time. And next one we're gonna smith. But we start with so much strength. Alright, let's flex. Flex on him. And then we're going to take a ton of damage. Okay, let's smith this time. So that removes exhaust. That draws an extra card. That does 8 instead of 5, and that's 4 and lose 4. That becomes a free attack. So let's do Limit Break. Because repeatedly doubling our strength is going to be really overpowered. Do we have any crappy cards in our deck? Yeah, actually we do. So let's pay some gold and remove a strike, because we don't need that many strikes. So we're going to fight against the Collector. We either get an extra card reward or... Oh, we still have Ancient Tea Set. So let's try and fight the Elite. So many things just procced. Okay. Double our strength. Let's kill one of these. Ooh. 23 times 5. think if we drink our steroid potion, we just kill them. Nope. I'm terrible at this. Luckily, we're only going to take 10 damage here instead of the full 15, because our opponent dies to their our thorns before we. Oh my gosh! It's another limit break. I'm going to rest just because we need extra. We need extra life to actually fight this person. Oh gosh. Give me that whirlwind. Try and reduce the damage a little bit that's incoming. Easy. Really, the only attack we need is Whirlwind. I think since we have Whirlwind, we don't need that. So whenever you lose HP, draw a card, remove 2 cards from your deck, or transform 3 cards and upgrade them. I'm actually going to remove some cards from our deck because we have some cards that we don't need, and they're called Strike. So we're already into Act 3. We're still waiting on 16 matches to complete for MTGO here. And I think we're gonna, I think we're gonna go up this way so that we can get a couple of rests. So much damage. Oh. I don't think we need that. Ooh, yeah, let's get a whole bunch of gold right before the shop. That's sweet. We don't need flex. Ooh, we draw 2 additional cards. That's sweet. That helps us set up our combo like immediately. Barricade's a whole different deck. Let's remove a card. I think I'm gonna remove this this body slam. Maybe a defend. Let's remove a defend. Do we need to buy anything here? Are we going to any other shops? There's gonna be like one more shop before the boss, and none of these relics help us. So I think we're gonna go ahead and let's get greedy. This is exactly what I wanted. Double strength. Double strength. Waste to the opponents. Nah, we don't need that. Alright, let's smith. Upgrade our other limit break. Fight the elite. Alright, let's just same thing. Same thing. Powerful whirlwinds. All day, every day. Is this only on your first turn? Yeah, start of combat. Okay. This seems really broken. I did not expect that I would actually make it through, like, ascending this time. Yes. Yes. Oh. A one-time upper. Well, we start with so much already, we don't need it. Alright. Let's smith. Upgrade whirlwind. More damage. Ooh, we get 2 relics. Negate the next 2 curses you obtain. I can ignore paths when choosing the next room 3 times. Ooh. So I can pick anything I want now. Oh, which means we can fight the elite, go to a shop, and then take, like, the next optimal path. So let's fight the elite. Limit break. Limit break. Bash. Pommel strike. Whirlwind. Not quite enough. And unfortunately, our enemy is now intangible, which means they're a real annoyance to fight. Because intangible says they only take 1 damage no matter what. Still waiting on 7 matches in progress. So let's go to the shop. We can get another limit break. So let's remove a strike. I don't know if that's good. Yeah, let's do it. And then start each combat with 10 block. Also seems kind of good. So we can rest, fight, rest. Event, shop, rest, go. Where it gets time eater. This is gonna be. I think this is gonna be a super easy boss fight. Yeah, let's take the 2 rests here. Oh shoot! I didn't realize I still had a proc on the wing boot. Easy. GG, easy. Well, shoot. Let's go to the last shop and see if we can't spend the rest of our gold. Let's take the steroid potion and the attack potion and the vulnerable potion. Do we have anything we need to smith? Alright, let's go. Let's rest up to full health and fight the boss. Don't need perfected strike. We don't even have any strikes left on our deck right now. Okay. Well, we have so many relics, they're going on to the next screen. That's a free attack. That does a ton of damage. Alright. Free attack first. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They're just dead. That was the easiest boss fight in history. Exponential growth. Eat it. Oh my gosh, that's like the fastest run I've ever done. It's also one of my highest scores. Nice. That was really awesome. Oh, we got, and it's all thanks to Brimstone. I knew that was good, but I was worried we wouldn't be able to take enough advantage of it. Just high strength whirlwind win the game. Seems good to me.